Okay, let's do question number 6. Okay, in trigonometry, normally learners find it difficult. This question, starting from question number 6, you may see some question that sometimes a problematic one. Okay, but there are many questions that basic knowledge if you have, you can do it. Like question number 6.2, question number 6.1, you can do it. Then 6.2, because of the square root, you may think that's going to be a difficult one. It's not that much difficult. You will see when I do those questions. Okay, let's jump into question number 6.1. What is that? It is given one identity, cos difference of two angles. Cos difference of two angles, that is x minus y. You have to use this identity to prove that you have to derive the formula for cos x plus y. Cos x plus y, from the formula sheet, cos a plus b. What is the formula? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Isn't it? That formula you have to get it from. You are allowed to use only cos difference of two angles. Okay, this is the one you have to use. So you can see that, let me write the question 6.1.1. It's a very common question, cos x plus y. We are going to do this one, but using the idea of difference. So how do I bring the difference of two angles here without changing this one? Look at the bracket x plus y. I can write this one. This is cos, because I want to see minus in between. So without changing those two values, two numbers inside the bracket, here in between plus is there. So I'm going to write like this, x minus minus y. Did you see that? Yes. Now this one and the one that is given, both are same. Here in the place of x, I'm talking about the one that is given. X, here it is x, minus, you can see minus here. In the place of y, what is here? Minus y. That's the only difference. So what are you going to do? You have to change this y become minus y, this also minus y. Then we are done. Isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to use the idea of the given identity. This identity, I'm going to use this compound angle formula. According to this compound angle formula, look at here, cos a minus b. What are you going to write? Cos a is equal to cos a is what? X here. Cos x, then cos y. Cos y, what are you going to write? Minus y here. The place of y here, it is minus y. Then plus, because don't forget, you are allowed to use only this one to arrive the result of cos x plus y. Then sin x, okay, because x is x itself. Then sin y. Sin y, what are you going to write in the place of y? Minus y. You understand? Okay, so you are allowed to use only cos x minus y, isn't it? Okay, that in between minus must be there. Here what is given in the question? Plus here. That plus I change it minus. What is minus minus y? Plus y. Okay, but I have to use only cos x minus y. Isn't it? Cos the difference of two angles, not x minus. So don't think in that way. The difference of two angles. The moment I write like this, can't you see the difference of two angles? Okay, angles can be anything, no problem. So what are the angles here? X and minus y. You understand? Okay, then substitute in this formula, and now you will get the answer. That is cos x. Cos of negative angle. What is that, guys? Negative angle. If cos is there, the negative sign will disappear. It's going to be cos y. Plus sin x. Sin negative angle, that negative will jump out, isn't it? Sin and tan with the negative angle, that negative sign will come out. So it's going to be minus sin y, the bracket, because they are multiplied. So what is the final answer? Cos x, cos y, plus and minus going to be minus sin x, sin y. So we are done. We already know the formula. Cos x plus y is cos x cos y minus sin x. We got it. But we used the one that is given there. Is it clear now? Okay, now we can go to next question 6.1.2. 6.1.2, that is a reduction formula. You have an idea of a reduction formula, cast rule, the sign of the trigonometric ratios. Guys, I will show you. You know that Cartesian plane, this is 0, this is 90, 180, 270 and 360, a full circle. Cast rule C, A, S, T. Remember C, you have to write it in the fourth quadrant. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Isn't it? Those capital letters are representing what? Positive. C means cos positive in the fourth quadrant. A means all positive in the first quadrant. S means sin positive in the second quadrant. T means tan positive in the third quadrant, which means tan positive means sin and cos negative. Others are negative. Here mainly we are looking at those three trigonometric ratios, sin, cos, tan. Those positive letters are representing those trigonometric ratios which are positive in that particular quadrant. Is it clear? Okay, so now we are going to do the reduction formula. You know that reduction formula, when you apply, you have to think about the three items in that order. First thing is quadrant, which quadrant that angle belongs to. Okay, then what is the sign of that trigonometric ratio in that particular quadrant. Okay, then think about what is the border angle given inside the bracket. If it is 360, 180, the one that is in the question, you have to write it as answer. But if it is 90 or 270, you have to write the cofunction. Cofunctions are sine, cofunction of sine is cos, and the cofunction of cos is sine. Is it clear? Okay, let's do this question. Hence and otherwise show that this one is equal to what? Tan x plus y. Isn't it? Okay, look at the left hand side items. Somehow you have to get sine in the top and cos at the bottom. That sine and cos going to be tan at the end. So that idea you must, you know, tan is what? Tan theta is sine theta over cos theta. Tan theta is sine theta over cos theta, isn't it? So sine x plus y in the numerator and cos x plus y in the denominator, I have to get it. I have to simplify. Of course, the compound angle formula things are there. If you have a problem with the compound angle, I did the first video on trigonometry is about compound angle and double angle. Please go and watch that. Okay, let's do that question one by one. First one is what, guys? Cos 90 minus x. As I said, 90, where is 90 minus x? 90 minus means first quadrant. First quadrant cos is positive. All positive means cos positive. Because of 90, you can't write cos there. What are you going to write? Sine x times cos y. Plus cos negative angle, sine negative angle. What will happen? The negative sign will come out, isn't it? Which is going to be minus sine y. Let me put a bracket because negative things I wrote it there. Then cos 180 plus, guys, where is 180 plus? I'm doing now this one. 180 plus, this is the order, anti-clockwise. You have plus means you are moving ahead. 180 plus means third quadrant cos is negative, isn't it? Okay, and what are you going to write? 180 is the border angle, so you have to write the answer in terms of cos, the one that is in the question. That is cos x, bracket again. Is it clear? Okay, now we have to go to the bottom side. Cos x, just write it. Then cos 360 plus. 360 plus is, you don't need to worry about, just write it. Whatever is there in the question with that acute angle. That is 360 plus, we consider it as in the first quadrant. First quadrant all are positive. So cos y plus sine 360 minus x. 360 minus x, where are you going to write? 360 minus. Minus means you are going back. 360 minus means fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, what is? Only cos is positive according to cast rule. So sine is negative. And 360 is there, so just write sine of x. You don't need to change it. Remember, you have to write the cofunction whenever it is 90 and 270. If 360 is there, the one that is in the question, what is there in the question? Sine, isn't it? So just sine x, negative sine x, then sine y. So I got it. Remember, when you do this one, many marks you get, because out of 6, maybe around 4 marks you will get it. Okay, so this reduction formula, it is very simple thing, guys. You can get the mark. Only that thing you have to remember: quadrant, the sign of the trigonometric ratio in that quadrant, and the cofunction and the same function. Okay, those 3 things in that order you have to think. First thing is quadrant, and what is sign of that particular one in that particular quadrant, and should I write the same one or cofunction by looking at the border angle. If it is 360, 180, the one that is in the question, straight away you can write it. If it is 90 or 270, you have to write cofunction. Okay, sine become cos, cos become sine. That's it. Is it fine? We are almost there, guys. Now we can just write it down. Just simplify it. That is, first one is sine x cos y, then minus become positive, that is plus sine x sine y cos. Let me arrange it, cos x, because I have to apply the formula, that compound angle formula, sine y. Sine x cos y, cos x sine y. What is that? Sine x plus y. You know the formula, it is there in the formula sheet. Okay, yes, divided by, next one is what? Cos x cos y is going to be minus sine x sine y. At least you have some idea of compound angle formula. Okay, then only you can do this one. Now the numerator is going to be what? Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, which is going to be sine x plus y, divided by, denominator is what? Cos x cos y minus sine x sine y, which is going to be cos x plus y. See, very same angle, isn't it? So sine over cos, you know that, which is going to be tan x plus y. So we are done. This is how we prove that. Okay, that's 6 mark. Easily you can get it. A little bit knowledge of this compound angle, and those who can't remember that, it is there in the formula sheet. Just the matter of applying that. Is it clear now? Okay, let's go to the next question. All right, now coming to 6.2. What is that? F of x is given. What is f of x? This long one, this square root thing, isn't it? And you have to solve for x in the interval 0 to 360. You have to solve it and only find those angles from 0 to 360. So here the interval is specifically given. So what are you going to do? You have to first find the general solution and substitute using trial and error method. Substitute different values of k and get those angles in that particular interval. They don't want the general solution at the end. So you have to first find the general solution and then substitute different way, because k is what? The integers, isn't it? So you can different 0, 1, substitute and check what are the values coming in those intervals. Then only you get the total 6 marks. Okay, let's find the general solution first. How do you start? F of x is equal to 2. Then replace f of x. What is f of x? Square root of 6 sine square x minus 11 cos 90 plus x plus 7 is equal to 2. Okay. All right. So first you have to get rid of the square root. You know how to get rid of that. Since left hand side contains only square root term, the square both sides, isn't it? To get rid of that, then you will get a quadratic equation, then solve. That's it. So it is going to, this side is going to be 6 sine square x minus 11 times, what is cos 90 plus x? Reduction formula, 90 plus. Guys, look at here. 90 plus means second quadrant cos is what is cos? Positive or negative? Negative, isn't it? So negative. Then because of 90 you can't write cos there, you have to write what? Sin x. So that is your talent, you have to get it correctly. Plus 7 is equal to 2 square is 4. Now arrange them. 6 sine square, now it's a very simple question, plus Minus minus become plus 11 sine x plus 7 minus 4 is equal to 0. Let me write it in standard form. That's a mark for that. If you see quadratic forming a quadratic equation, write it in a standard form, because in the memo 1 mark is for the standard form. That is 6 sine square x plus 11 sine x, then minus 7 plus 7 minus 4 going to be plus 3 is equal to 0. I hope you can see a quadratic equation there, where quadratic in what? Sine x squared, there's single term and a constant, isn't it? So you can use quadratic formula where you have to write it like that: sine x is equal to minus b plus, or this is how you have to write the formula, plus or minus, because this is a quadratic equation in sine. B square minus 4ac all divided by 2a. That is sine x. You have to substitute b is 11, a is 6 and c is 3. When you do that one, you will get two values of sine x, not x, sine x. Remember, this is a quadratic equation in sine. So you will get two values of, one is minus 1 over 3, or the other one is minus 3 over 2, where 3 over 2 is not applicable. Why? Sine must be in between minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, so you know the sine graph. It has to go up until 1 and bottom minus 1. Okay, maximum value of sine is 1. Sine and cos maximum value is 1, minimum is minus 1. So this is the solution. I mean only 1 for sine x, isn't it? Now we have to find for x. I'm not using the reference angle method, I'm using the straight method. So what is the answer? Once you reach here, sine or cos or tan of a number, you don't need to worry about negative or positive, just apply the rule. What is the rule? X is equal to one solution, sine inverse minus 1 over 3 plus k 360, which is going to be minus 19,47 plus k 360. You can use the calculator, where k element of k is an integer. Then the other one is what? X is equal to 180. We learned that one, minus sine inverse minus 1 over 3 plus k 360. Is it clear? When you do this one in the calculator, you will get 199,47 plus k 360, where k element of z. So straight away you get the answer. If sine is there, you have to apply the rule. What is the rule? For example, I will show you that sine theta is equal to a. A is positive or negative, doesn't matter. Apply the rule. Theta, what is the first value of theta? Sine inverse a plus k 360. Straight away we can write. Then one more value also there, 180 degree minus sine inverse a plus k 360, if sine is there. If cos is there, what are you going to do? Cos theta is equal to a number. Remember, that number must be in between minus 1 and plus 1. That is, you have to make sure of. Okay. Otherwise, if you get something like that, just write not applicable. But in the case of tan, whatever is there, you can get the answer. There is no restriction there. Okay. If cos is there, what are you going to do? Just a single step. Theta is equal to plus or minus cos inverse a plus k 360. That's it. This is the answer. You have to consider plus value and minus value of cos inverse of that number. That number can be positive, negative, doesn't matter. Then what about the tan is there? What are you going to do? Tan theta is equal to a. A can be any number, no problem. There is no restriction like that, minus 1 plus 1. Okay, any number. Theta is equal to, straight away, only tan inverse a plus k 180. Not 360, 180, remember. Okay, the period of tan is 180. But in the case of sine and cos, you have to write 360, and don't forget to write k element of integer, isn't it? Okay, we haven't done, because we got a two general solution. One is this one, other one is this one, isn't it? Now you have to replace different values of k and check what are the solutions in the intervals 0 to 360. You only want that. Okay, I think when k is equal to 0 here, you will get one solution. What is that one solution? 199,47. 4, 7, one solution. Okay, then when k is equal to 1 here, k is equal to 1 here, because k is an integer, you can take 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, okay, but only two solutions you get it. When k is equal to 1 in the second general, you will get, k is equal to 0 in the second general solution will give you this one. Then when k is equal to 1 in the first general solution, that is here, when you substitute k is equal to 1, it will give you what? 340, 53. You will get only these two solutions in this interval. All other values will be outside the interval. Okay, so these are the solutions. Guys, this is how we do this question. All right, now we move to question number 6.3. What is that? There is a function given g of x is equal to 4 minus 8 times sine square x over 3. Calculate the maximum value of this function. Maximum value of this function. That is the maximum y value. Okay. So look at that. What is function? 4 minus 4 is a constant. 8 is a minus 8 is a constant. 3 is a constant. We can't change the value. The only thing that we can change this we can change. What is that? It's a trigonometric ratio, sine, and not only sine square. So you know that, guys, sine, let me draw the graph. Sine graph is like this, isn't it? This is 360 and this one is 180, and the maximum value of sine is 1 and the minimum value of sine is minus 1. All other values are in between, isn't it? But the problem is, if you substitute 1 here in the place of sine or minus 1 in the place of sine, what will happen? We are squaring. Squaring means 1 square and minus 1 square both will give you what? 1. Isn't it? But when you substitute 1 here, what are you going to get? 4 minus 8 times 1 divided by 3, which is going to be minus 4 over 3. Okay. If you substitute the maximum value of sine or minimum value of sine, square it and substitute, you will get the same answer, minus 4 over 3. But check that minus 4 over 3, can't you get any other number more than this one from sine graph? Look at this at 180. Look at 180. What is the value of the graph? Graph value is 0. If I substitute 0 there, what am I going to get? 4 minus 8 times 0 divided by 3, which is going to be 4 over 3. I got it. Which one is bigger? 4 over 3 is bigger. So maximum value, I'm talking about these two are the values of what, guys? G of x. Okay, we are maximizing g of x. Remember, we are maximizing g of x, not sine. Okay, so g of x is maximum when sine is 0 at 180, isn't it? So this is the answer, 4 over 3 when sine is, what is the value of sine? 0. That is somewhere in the middle. It's a middle value, isn't it? So not maximum value or minimum value of sine x going to maximize g of x. Which one is going to maximize g of x? The 0 value of sine. That is somewhere in the middle. Another way also we can do it, but before that, remember, guys, maximum and minimum of sine and cos is 1 and minus 1. Okay, yeah. Angle can be anything, 2x, 3x, like that. This question we can do it in another way. I will show you that. Or what is g of x here? G of x is 4 minus 8 sine square x divided by 3. You can see numerator, what is common? 4 is common. 1 minus 2 sine square x divided by 3, isn't it? Okay, that is 4. What is 1 minus 2 sine square x? Do you know this one? This one is a double angle for cos 2x divided by 3. 1 minus 2 sine square x is cos 2x. Now how do you maximize? What is g of x? Well, after the simplification, I got this one. So what is the maximum value of g of x now? The maximum value of cos. What is the maximum value of cos? Is 1. That is 4 times 1 divided by 3. Answer is 4 over 3. Same answer I got it. Clear? So remember, sine and cos involved in a question where you have to maximize or minimize. You need to know the maximum of sine value is 1 and the minimum of minus 1. Okay? Yeah, this is how we do it. Now the last question, 6.3.2. Write down the smallest possible value of x. We already found it. What is x value? The angle, which values of x graph is going to be maximum? X is 180, isn't it? From 0 to 360 here the answer is x is equal to 180. You will get the maximum value of g of x. What is the maximum at x is equal to 180? What is the value of sine 0, isn't it? When you substitute the 0 there, you got the maximum value of g of x 4/3. So this is how we do this question. All right. Okay, now we can go to the next question.